So as promised, I'm going to do a quick video on the dollar. I'm going to show you where my mistake was at. Um, I'll start off and I'll point out the 3-year cycle lows. So here is clearly was a 3-year cycle low in 2008, another one here in early 2011, kind of a vague 3-year cycle low in 2014, and now this is where it got a little bit fuzzy. We had a lower low right here, and so even though this was early, only a little over 2 years, I made the mistake of assuming that this was the 3-year cycle low, and it just came as a slightly shortened cycle. And then uh, this, what I thought was a 3-year cycle that was left translating. Um, and then my expectation is that if this was a short cycle, that the next 3-year cycle low would come in 2019. So my expectation at the time was that this is a 3-year cycle low, this is a left translated 3-year cycle, we would bounce and then we would roll over and we'd have one more lower low into sometime in 2019. That would put us about 3 years out from this cycle low. But what I got wrong was this was not the 3-year cycle low, even though it did make a lower low. I think this megaphone pattern is what kind of screwed up my cycle counts. In reality, I'm pretty sure the correct count at this point is that in February of this year, we got a slightly stretched 3-year cycle low. So they normally run about, from 3 years to 3 years and 6 months. This one ran about 3 years and 9 or 10 months, I think it was. So it just stretched a little bit. So that that is exactly why we got such a powerful rally out of this bottom, is because this was a cycle low of multi-year degree. Now let me widen the chart just a little bit. All right, so my expectation hasn't changed. I still think we started a bear market in the dollar at this top right here. In order to for that to be proven false, then this rally would need to continue up and break this high at almost 104. And it would need to right translate this 3-year cycle. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is a counter trend move coming out of a multi-year cycle low. And I think this rally is going to left translate, and then our next 3-year cycle low is going to be due in 2021, not in 2019. So we get a bottom in 2018, 3 years from that would put us in 2021. I do not think this is going to recover these highs up here and right translate this multi-year cycle. I think it's going to roll over before it does that, and then we're going to start down and make the next 3-year cycle low in sometime probably in 2021, and it's going to break below this 3-year cycle low right here, and confirm that we started a bear market at this top. Very similar to what happened right here. This was also a 3-year cycle low, but it was one that occurred in an ongoing bear market. So you can see the cycle left translated, and then it topped fairly quickly in less than a year, I think it was, and then moved down and broke below this low, confirming this as a bear market. I think the same thing's going to happen right here. So in my opinion, this megaphone topping pattern is still in play. We've just come down and we're bouncing out of another tag of this lower trend line, and I think this bounce will not be able to push back enough to the upside to keep this pattern running. I think this is going to terminate prematurely, and then we're going to roll down and we're going to break out of this pattern to the downside. These kind of um, uh, expanding wedge type patterns are usually topping patterns. It's a sign of increased volatility, which we have. We've got um, currency wars have really picked up, um, as the trade wars have started. So we've got central banks trying to combat the tariffs by controlling their currencies. So you get these wild swings back and forth, expanding volatility, but usually these megaphone patterns turn out to be topping patterns, and at some point one of the swings to the upside doesn't complete a full swing, and then it rolls over and then it breaks down out of the bottom of the pattern and you get hard move down. And I think that's what's playing out here. I'm positive this was a 3-year cycle low. A rally out of a multi-year cycle low like that it would be expected to be quite powerful, which this one was. But I do not think this is going to negate the bear market that I think started right here. I think this is going to roll over in a left translated pattern here pretty soon, and ultimately it's going to break below this 3-year cycle low and confirm a bear market exactly the same as what happened right here.